Hey guys, in this video we are going to talk about interfaces. So let's see what is an interface. An interface is a completely abstract class. That is, using interface we can specify what a class must do but not how it does it. Interfaces are syntactically similar to classes, but they lack instance variables and their methods are declared without any body. This means that you can define interfaces that don't make assumptions about how they are implemented. Once it is defined, any number of classes can implement an interface. And also, one class can implement any number of interfaces. So, how to implement an interface? A class must create the complete set of methods defined by the interface. To implement an interface, a class must provide all the methods which have to be uh, reproduced in the classes. However, each class is free to determine the details of its own implementation. By providing the interface keyword, Java allows you to fully utilize the one interface multiple methods aspect of polymorphism. So this here is how to define an interface. Defining an interface is much like a class, and this is the general form of an interface. When no access specifier is included, then default access results and the interface is only available to other members of the package in which it is declared. When it is declared as public, the interface can be used by any other code. In this case, the interface must be the only public interface declared in the file, and the file must have the same name as the interface. Name is the name of the interface and can be any valid identifier. Notice that the methods that are declared have no bodies. They end with a semicolon after the parameter list. They are essentially abstract methods. There can be no default implementation of any method specified within an interface. Each class that includes an interface must implement all of the methods. Variables or data members can be declared inside of interface declarations. They are implicitly final and static. That means they cannot be changed by the implementing class. They must also be initialized, and all methods and variables are implicitly public. So here is an example of interface. So using the keyword interface, we can declare an interface, that is int example is the interface name, and here we have a method called as display that has to be defined, that has to be implemented in the class which implements this interface. So this is how to implement an interface. Once an interface has been defined, one or more classes can implement that interface. Like here we can have a class name that extends a superclass, implements interface. So this is the general format of it. To implement an interface, we need to include the implements clause in a class definition and then create the methods defined by the interface. So this is the general format of this. If a class implements more than one interface, the interfaces are separated with a comma. If a class implements two interfaces that declare the same method, then the same method will be used by clients of either interface. The methods that implement an interface must be declared public, and also the type signature of the implementing method must match exactly the type signature specified in the interface definition. So here is an example a class that implements the int example interface that was shown earlier. And notice that display is declared using the public access specifier. So can a class that implement interface define additional members of their own? The answer is it is both permissible and common for classes that implement interfaces to define additional members of their own. The obvious question here is why use interfaces when we have abstract classes? We know that abstract classes also have the methods which are just declared. There is no body of the methods in abstract classes. In interfaces also we have methods which do not have any body. Then why do we need interfaces? See, the abstract classes may contain non-final variables, whereas variables in interface are final, public, and static. So this is how interfaces are different from abstract classes. And why do we use interfaces? This is to achieve total abstraction. So we have just now seen that how interfaces achieve total or complete abstraction. And the second important use of interfaces is to achieve multiple inheritance. In case of Java, multiple inheritance can be implemented only through interfaces. So this is very important when you have class A and class B and you would like to have class C that is inherited from class A and class B. So that is not just possible by using general inheritance, what we did in case of multi-level inheritance or hierarchical inheritance or any other type of inheritance. So multiple inheritance can be achieved only using interfaces. So what are the new features added in interfaces in JDK 8? Prior to JDK 8, interface could not define implementation. So for what we have seen is we have just seen the declaration of interfaces in which the methods had no body. We can now add default implementation for interface methods. So this default implementation has special use and does not affect the intention behind interfaces. Suppose we need to add a new function in an existing interface. That time we can obviously go for this kind of implementation. The old code will not work as the classes have not implemented those new functions. So with the help of default implementation, we will give a default body for the newly added functions. Then the old code will still work. Another feature that was added in JDK 8 is we can now define static methods in interfaces which can be called independently without an object. And note that these methods are not inherited. So these are some of the important points that we discussed about interfaces. We cannot create instance of interface, but we can make reference of it that refers to the object of its implementing class. A class can implement more than one interface, and an interface can extend another interface or interfaces. A class that implements interface must implement all the methods in an interface. All the methods are public and abstract, and all the fields are public, static, and final, and it is used to achieve multiple inheritance. So these are some of the points that are related to interfaces. So in the next video we will try to implement some of the concepts, some of the aspects what we discussed today with reference to interfaces. So that's all for now. So take care. Bye bye.